What's up, everyone? So we're here today to look at Last Cloudia. It's a game that's been out for about a month, and I've been playing this game for also about a month, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. I feel like it's really the best of its kind, and I say that because a lot of people will probably compare it to games like Brave Frontier, Brave Exvius, and the more recent Grand Summoners. And I hear Grand Summoners and this game, Last Cloudia, have the same developer, and that's actually a really good thing because they kind of learn from all the previous games that were similar, and this is really what I've been looking for in this genre of games, and so there are a lot of things to talk about. The first thing to look at, arcs. So even though this game is a hero collector, the arcs actually play a huge role in the development of your team. Each arc has its own stats and attributes, which are actually available to the character only when equipped, so it seems like it's a piece of equipment, but there is this arc ether system, which is going to require a lot of grinding, Ethereans, or dupe arc pulls. But when you get them to 100%, you get a unique item and increased AP gain. It also has its own list of skills, which can be taught to characters, and this is where the AP gain comes in. It's basically the growth rate, which is basically skill EXP, and it's earned each time you finish a stage. So once the character masters the skill, it can be equipped at the cost of SC. So basically, we could actually squeeze every single skill in the game into one character. I know, that sounds kinda crazy. And when I started playing, there were people going like, you don't need characters, you only need good arcs. That's not entirely true. While good arcs can really bring your team really far, good characters can also help you a lot. So every character has their own skill grid, and skills learned there cost 0 SC. So that kind of makes up their basic kit, in addition to the fact that they each have 4 unique skills, of which one is an ultimate skill. There are also unique traits. Robin, for example, has Steal, which increases the drop rate of items from enemies he kills. And also, their base stats will scale differently. So, like everyone else, I rerolled at the start of the game, and it took me about 2 days to settle on this account that had Robin, Lila, and 2 SSR arcs. Now, getting SSR arcs are really great, but most of them only come in late game. Most of the arcs needed to build your character's foundation are usually SR or R. Like this arc, Sorcerer's Eden, it's one of the most important arcs to build a sorcerer, and it's only an R rank arc, the lowest of arc ranks. So I really like the idea of building up a character, and also that not only SSR ranks are going to be the most useful stuff, everything else is gonna have a role to play in building your team. And personally, I went with Grand Bargain as one of my first level 10 arcs. I don't know if it was a good choice. It's pretty expensive in terms of red souls, and red souls are not easy to accumulate at the start of the game, but I went with Grand Bargain because it has this skill, EXP Up, which gives your team an additional 20% EXP after finishing every round. So I don't know if it's like the best choice to be going for as an early arc, but I felt like, since there's gonna be so much grinding, I might as well have something that's growing at a faster rate, and that was pretty much why I went with it. So if you're a pro in Last Cloudia and you happen to be watching this video, do let me know if that's a good choice for an early arc. Otherwise, please drop your suggestions in the comment section down below. And now, for players who are still new to this game or haven't even played it, we're finally gonna look at gameplay. Gameplay here is really fun. After reaching the capital city and buying this manual drive, don't worry, it's not expensive, you can actually turn your selected character fully manual. Unfortunately, the AI still controls the other 3, and it's pretty darn stupid. I mean, to be fair, they actually select like the element that enemies are most weak against, and then they keep spamming that magic, so that's not too bad. But sometimes they go a little crazy and they cast light magic on enemies that are immune to light elemental damage, so that's really annoying. As you can see here, I did not issue any commands to the support unit, and he still casts Galaxy, the next spell, of course. The only question I have is, why? And they sometimes also don't cast spells. Like, they just use skills and basic attacks, and then when the enemy is about to die, they cast a high level spell. And that takes up a lot of MP, And there's also what you see on the screen where they're not casting spells and they end up dying. This was not intentional, by the way. So most of my problems are with the AI using spellcasters, because most of the time I'm controlling Sevia, my physical DPS, and that's because the AI doesn't go all out when using physical units either. So technically, because they spam the magic spells, they're more effective using spellcasters, and then, you know, if you're going full auto, you'll have to have quite a tanky physical DPS, because the spellcasters are going to be the ones dealing the damage. With all that being said, it's still not too bad because you can actually stop them from casting spells by selecting them when they're actually casting. You can also issue commands, but if they're doing another action, or if they're casting another spell, they're gonna ignore that command. So that's where it's really annoying, but once you get used to the gameplay, it's totally fine. And for most of the grinding, you'll actually be using auto combat, so that's not too bad either. But yeah, I just wanted to voice it out because this game actually has really great developers. They do listen to what the community has to say. And so I just wanted to add it in the video because if by some miracle they happen to hear what I had to say, I hope they make some improvements. But combat aside, this game is full of surprises. The world map is actually interactive. There are chests all over the place, and there are like secret chests and stuff like that. Of course, you can look them up on wikis or on YouTube, or you can ask on the Last Cloudia Discord channel, which I will put a link for in the description down below. But yeah, in general, it's really fun because it has that RPG element that a lot of mobile games don't really have nowadays. And additionally, it's also a game that doesn't really have stamina, so you can actually just keep playing a stage over and over again and not have to worry about stamina running out. So how does that work? Well, as we advance in the story, we find these blue and red soul points on the map, and they're only consumed in stages if we equip arcs. So blue or red depends on the arc, and these souls are also used to upgrade the arcs. Farming gold allows us to upgrade the blue spots, and the blue souls upgrades the red ones. So yeah, if you haven't played this game, I guess that's a lot to take in, but I really wanted to put this video out there because I will be doing more videos on this game. I really enjoy it. So expect to see more Last Cloudia videos on this channel, and the next one will definitely be about the upcoming update, which is going to have the Collection of Mana collaboration, and I'm really looking forward to that. Despite being really new to this game, there already are some units in that collaboration that have gotten my attention, and I really hope that I can get them. Speaking of which, so far in this game, my luck hasn't been all too bad. I hope I don't jinx it by saying that. But so far, I've only pulled for the most recent banner because I wanted to get the God of the Dead arc. So it took me 4 10-pull bundles to get that. But I got Dora the Explorer, I got Lucail twice, I got the Soul Reaper Melza, and Lena on the same pull, and then on the 4th one, I got the God of the Dead. So those are really good rates. I hope they stay that way on my account, especially during the collaboration, because that's where it matters. But you know, otherwise, I don't really mind buying a few crystals, hopefully not too much. Alright, so before I end this video, I'd just like to get some advice, because my team right now is made up of Sevia, Lila, and Zeeks, or Zex, whichever you call him. But anyway, I'm looking for a 4th member, and I'm thinking either Lucail or Soul Reaper Melza. But the problem is, they're both God types. So I don't have Shin, and that was the ideal choice, but since I don't have him, these two seem okay, except for the fact that Shin is a God killer, and I'm afraid that if we meet teams with Shin, he might just take them out like extra quickly, and so I don't know if that's going to be a concern. You know, anyone who knows about this, do let me know in the comment section down below. Otherwise, here are my characters. Do suggest someone else that I can put as the 4th member of the team. So, that's all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been MG, and I'll see you guys next time.